it's Hannah, aka Lambency. Today I'm going to be showing you how I made my rainbow quartz doll. I also recently reached 30,000 subscribers, so that's awesome. Thank you! Hi again. I have a cold right now, so my voice probably sounds a little weird. Sorry. The doll that I'm using is from DreamWorks Spirit Writing Free. I had never heard of these dolls before, but I was at Toys R Us and they were like super on sale because Toys R Us is closing. Rest in peace. I think the face is really cute, but I will be putting it on a different body, which I will talk about later. I'm letting the doll soak in hot water so that it's easier to take the head off. Next, I am using tweezers to scrape inside of the doll head and get all of the hair plugs out. Now I am drawing on the face with watercolor pencils. I live streamed this part, which is why it looks a little different than my usual videos, and I'm still trying to find a good setup where I can use my webcam and record with my camcorder. So I didn't really get a lot of good footage of this. I'm so sorry. Live streaming was really fun though. Thank you to everyone who came and kept me company. I'll definitely do it again, but I do need to figure out a better setup. I didn't like how this eye looked, so I am redoing it. It was not even at all. Next up is the hair. I am using yarn. I have this off-white and this light pink yarn. It's really hard to determine Rainbow Quartz's real color palette due to the lighting that we saw her in. So I'm just taking guesses and it's probably not exactly correct. Next up, I am going to reroot the doll using this yarn I just unraveled, and I'm using a rerooting tool that I made myself. I just cut a needle at an angle and I stuck it into an X-Acto knife part and I hot glued it. It's not the best looking, but it works. Here is her full head of hair. I think it looks really pretty, but it needs to be brushed out and straightened because this looks too much like yarn. I used bands to section the hair into several parts. Then I am using this heavy-duty hairspray to make the ends of her hair pointy. I made this gem using air dry clay and I am just going to hot glue it on. The body that I'm using is the Madame Alexander Marvel Fangirl doll. It is 13.5 inches, which is why I chose it because it'll be a lot taller than the other dolls. And they usually go for $50 plus, but I got it for like $20 at the Toys R Us closing sale, so that was like a good deal. Like the head, I spray painted it pink, and there's some chips, but that is easily fixable. Since there aren't really any patterns available for this doll, I just made larger versions of patterns I already have for Ever After High dolls. It sort of worked, I did have to make a lot of adjustments. Pin the two legging pieces together and sew along there. Then sew the other side. Turn it so that it starts resembling pants, and now you can see that I made these way too huge. Oops. But it is better to make it bigger than needed than smaller because you can always just adjust. Yep, definitely too big. Let's just sew it closer. Much better. Here is the top. I'm pretty sure it was all meant to be one bodysuit, but I am not that great of a sewer, and so I made this really bad top and kind of made it look like a diaper. Oh well. For the leg warmers, I am just taking 2 rectangles and folding them and sewing along there. To give it that baggy look, I am using a needle and thread and sewing it bunched together. For Rainbow Quartz's sheer top, I am using this cool fabric that I found at Hobby Lobby. The camera doesn't do it justice. It's really nice and glittery and it's like multicolored. Super cool. Once again, I'm using a pattern from DG Requiem on Etsy, and I'll put the link to it in the description. I am adjusting it. I'm making it so that I sew as little as possible because the fabric is very, very frail. So it's basically I'm combining all of the patterns into one big pattern so that I don't really have to sew all these little pieces together. I tried to do it the normal way, but the fabric was just not letting me have it, so yeah, I was really hoping that this would work, and it did! Here is the completed outfit, so now I just need to put the head on, and it will be complete. Here she is next to my other Steven Universe dolls. I don't know why I put a hat on. I think I just wanted to show off my Gravity Falls hat. Anyway, here is Rainbow Quartz, and I like how she turned out. Oh, let me show her full body. Did you guys like the video? If you did, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already, and like it. And what else do YouTubers say at the end of their videos? I did a poll on YouTube a couple weeks ago asking what fandom I should do, you know, for my next doll. And Steven Universe won, so here comes another Steven Universe doll. Who's it gonna be? Find out in maybe a month or less. I've been too slow getting these videos out. I should wear my hat like this all the time. Oh my god. My forehead.